What's up, YouTube family? I'm back again with another video. So if you're new to Love the Family, please make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe and make sure your post notifications are turned on. Without further ado, cue the intro, period.
When I move, it's in a quick rumble. I won't ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble. When I move, it's in a quick rumble. I won't ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble.
Now I know y'all see what we getting ready to have. Let's go ahead and get some sauces out the bag. Okay, what's up on the sauces? We got hot sauce, ketchup, and tartar sauce. Oh, this is a little bit helping of her. I won't complain. Okay. We got hot sauce. Let's go ahead and turn it over. Ooh. Baby, yo, they did me right. I'm a little sweaty, y'all. Hold up. So I had to walk to get this food, y'all. Okay. So I'm really happy. We're gonna try some. Oh, so first we're gonna say our prayers. Then we're gonna go ahead and get the Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for the food of the mouth of the living nurse in our body. Trust in our prayer. I pray for those who don't have as well. Amen. What is this? That's the cocktail sauce. Hot sauce. Okay. And tartar sauce. It's tartar sauce. Okay. The fries still got lemon pepper seasoning on them. Okay. Okay, let's see what's hitting though. I'm hungry. But how y'all doing? What y'all eating today? Oh, I forgot to tell you where I got this from. This came from a restaurant called Snappers. Snappers is a South Florida thing. Okay. But they got fish. So what I have for today is I have shrimp, chicken wings, and catfish with French fries, a slice of bread, and some slaw. Yes, they hooked it up. To be honest, it's not the best, but it's not bad for what you get, you know? Raise y'all up a little bit, hold up. There we go. Yeah, I bend down like that. Okay, so we're gonna try the shrimp and the cocktail sauce. Bad cocktail sauce here. It's homemade too. That's good. That's some trash. Coleslaw is coleslaw. That ain't enough though. Let's try this catfish. Try a little piece without it. It's catfish too. Look at this catfish. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Catfish is not bad. It's really not bad. Now this is the chicken wing. It's juicy, crispy, hot, fresh. Mm-hmm. So this restaurant, Snappers. Okay, so it ain't like your high-end upscale restaurant, but it's not your fast food place either. Everything is made fresh to order, so you can't just walk in, grab them, and go. But it took them like 5, maybe 10 minutes at the most to fix this, if that. So, to be honest, I rate this 7 out of 10. Fuck it. Give me 7.5. 7.5. So I'm throwing my bowl in the bag. And the drink, we got some sweet tea. That chicken, ooh, even with the hot sauce, with the hot sauce or without, it's good. Back to the shrimp. This, ooh, cocktail sauce. Oh, that shrimp. That cocktail sauce. Okay. Too bad chicken ain't good. Baby, if that wasn't everything, that wasn't nothing. That was a meal, okay? Baby, listen. Oh, everything was just so good and seasoned. I mean, the seasoning could have been a little bit better because they season their food after they cook it. So they bring out, but you're able to say, okay, you could add more, less, stuff like that. Oh. They said my eating was a workout. That was a marathon. We sprinted today, Miss Ron. Okay, so story time. Okay, so as everybody knows, I was born in Oklahoma. I typically travel a lot, so I've lived in Alabama for 3 years. I lived in Ohio back and forth for a couple years. Florida back and forth for a couple years. Texas for a little bit. I've lived around, y'all. So, anyway, the point of that is I moved around a lot. I currently reside in South Florida. How did I end up here? Let's get to it, okay? So I originally moved to Orlando, Florida, about 8 something. It was years back, okay, about 8 years ago. Y'all, so my dates be kind of off, so I'm sorry if I get the years messed up, but I moved there, and I was there for almost a year, and my mom was going through her divorce. And you know, as a child, you want to be there for support system, especially if your mother doesn't have anybody to just support through the divorce. So I moved back home. After her divorce, she jumps up and moves to South Florida. Child, so she left me in Oklahoma, okay? Left me for dead. And I experienced some difficult times. There's a lot of other things that happened during that phase of my life, and I will go back, go into depth, and explain those things as well. Eventually, over time, so you guys will have more of a feel. But anyway, so basically, long story short, I was basically homeless, and I would. But at the time, I had a vehicle, so I was living in my car, going to work, getting hotels whenever I could. But I was pretty much living out the car and going to work. I ended up going to jail, girl. Jail, okay? And I left my car with a person I had known for 3 weeks, okay? Because they're supposed to come bail me out of jail. Shit, they didn't bail me out of jail, and I never saw my car again. So I got out of jail. I'm homeless. I have no vehicle. I have no possessions. Everything I own was in that freaking vehicle. So I'm here. I'm walking around. Well, nobody helped me, right? So I lived homeless on the street for about a month or two. Now there was like a Salvation Army, and they had it to where you can go there and live. But there was so much shit there. Like, I was getting myself into trouble just by being there. Like, people trying to get me to commit like crime, like murder type crime. Like, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna kill nobody. No, it's not me. So my scary ass, I left. Anyway, so I was walking down the street, and I came up on a pond. Well, behind the pond was a church. And so I walked home to church, you know, and they had like this little box outside by the pond, and it says, "Take what you need, leave the rest, or leave what you don't, or put what you don't," something like that. I was like, oh, this is so sweet. So I opened it up, and they had like a bag of chips. So I grabbed a little bag of chips out. I was like, oh, thank you. You know what I mean? And it was a little thing. And so I was sitting there, and my phone was dead. I was like, I need a way to charge my phone up so I can, you know, my mom and see how she's doing. Well, Lord behold, she's homeless too, and I didn't know it. So anyway, by the time she was in a homeless shelter here, and she had a vehicle. So I'm like, I just try my phone, get a hold of mom. If I can get a hold of her, everything will be all right. So I was sitting outside. The lady, she asked me what was wrong. I just busted out in tears. I was like, I can't do it no more. I've been walking and living on the street. It's like, I just need to charge up my phone for 10 minutes and I'll leave. Well, I looked around, and they had like toddlers in the building. Like, it was a nursery or something. And she says, well, I can't let you inside because there's children here, which I understood. I was like, okay, it's fine. Can you just take my phone inside and charge it up, and I'll wait outside? I'll go down the street, you know what I'm saying? and she was very nice. She set my phone on charge. And I'm sitting outside. She brought me some snacks and some water and stuff. And then the pastor walked out. He's talking to me. He's like, "Why don't you come inside and we can have a conversation?" So I'll go over everything with how I got from point A to point B. What have I done in my lifetime? The kind of jobs I've held, the careers I've had. I wouldn't say we talk about everything, right? And do you know, the next morning he had me on a flight flying from Oklahoma to Florida. Ain't God good, y'all? I mean, I didn't even have to ask him. He asked me because he said they have things that they do for homeless people. Most times they'll give them a hotel room. Well, I didn't want a hotel room. I'm like, a hotel room, I'm gonna be in the same position the next day. So he's like, well, maybe we can use this for a flight, because the flight was only like 100 and something. So he's like, if we can use that for the flight, and I'll put my own money. He's like, do you have a place to stay? Now, I don't like to lie, especially to a man of God. I didn't have nowhere to stay, but I knew I could stay in Mom's car, and that would be okay. Me and her would be together, you know what I'm saying? So I told him, yeah. He spoke to Mom on the phone. She called and told him, yeah, I look out for him. He do have a place, blah, blah. So I get down here, baby. I'd rather be homeless, walking on the street in Oklahoma, than baby to be homeless, baking in somebody's car in South Florida. Let me tell you about that heat, baby. That heat cooked me like a chicken. It's better to be outside the mother car than it is in the car in Florida in the heat, because you're going to cook like a chicken. But hey, that's my story, and I'm here, and we thriving, baby, okay? So if you're new to Leftover Family, please make sure you smash that thumbs up for me. Make sure you subscribe and make sure post notifications are turned on. And I will see you guys in another video. Bye.
When I move, it's an earthquake rumble. I won't ever fall, never stumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho crumble. When I move, it's an earthquake rumble. I won't ever fall, never stumble.